What's going on, guys? So this week we are finally drilling our well on our land in the Smoky Mountains of North Carolina. Now, we've been looking forward to this for a long time, but we are also pretty darn nervous. The number of details is becoming exponentially larger than I was anticipating. Drilling a well isn't cheap, and the cost directly depends on the depth of the well. And around here, a lot of homes have to go really deep to find water. That means there's a very real chance that we could blow our budget just to get water on the property. I'm worried we're gonna have to go all the way to like 800 feet. Now, right now, our family is living in a 26-foot travel trailer in a campground. We've got 2 kids under 3, so it's a somewhat stressful setup. And moving here to the property would make our lives much easier. And getting this well in would be a huge step towards making that happen. So now the pressure's on. We need water, we need it soon, but if we're unlucky, we could drain our budget before we even start building the house. Wow, that is loud.
It's so hard you can't drill through it.
I got sprayed. Morning, Jeff.
Hey, Jordan.
How you doing, buddy?
It's Caleb, my son.
Caleb?
You met
Yeah,
Caleb?
good to meet you.
Good to meet you, man. How are you?
Good.
He's the man right here.
All right. So this is your rig. It looks like it could drill a well.
It's wild and dirty. That's
Nice.
Yeah. So to drill a well, these guys attach a drill bit and a pneumatic hammer to the bottom of one of these 25-foot long drill rods. Compressed air is then sent down a channel inside of the drill rod, which powers the hammer at the bottom, and then the excess air is forced out the drill bit to force all the debris up and out the hole, which slowly collects at the surface. The top of the rod is attached to the top head mechanism, which causes the rod to rotate and controls the pressure on the drill bit. The top head slowly moves down as the bit hammers into the earth, making the hole deeper and deeper. Once the entire 25-foot long drill rod is completely submerged in the earth, the top head is detached from the rod and is hoisted back up the tower. Another rod is attached and the drilling continues. And this process keeps repeating for hundreds of feet, 25 feet at a time. Wow, it is so loud over there. It's nice to come back over here where it's quieter. So the reason that drilling a well out here in the mountains is kind of a stressful situation is that the cost of drilling a well is directly correlated to the depth of the well. And out here, in particular, in this development, some wells can get pretty darn deep. Depending on how lucky we get here, the cost of the well might be double if we get unlucky versus lucky, right? And this is not cheap. So this is gonna have a large financial impact on us, like how lucky we get with this well. Now, our neighbors right next to us, right over here, these guys drilled their well right before they came over here, and they had to go almost to 700 feet. That's kind of deep, but not terrible. But the real issue is the depth and the flow rate, right? So maybe you gotta go really deep, but you also might not actually get a lot of water. It's like, are we gonna spend all this money and get really unlucky and then also have a really slow flow rate? What that means is you literally can't like turn on the shower and the washing machine at the same time kind of thing, right? So what we are crossing our fingers for is A, we want to hit water without going super deep. So we're crossing our fingers for like 400 feet. So come on, I want you to cross your fingers right now, 400 feet. And then we also are hoping that when we do hit water, that the flow is relatively high. So we will find out in the next day or two, most likely, how much this is gonna cost us, how much water we're gonna have. It's gonna be a huge thing for us. So is that water you guys?
No, that's surface water.
That's surface water.
Yeah, that water's no good.
And you can't drink it because there's bacteria?
Yeah, it'll dry up like a spring. It's not like a spring that you catch coming down the mountain.
Hey, bud.
Hey.
Hello, cutie pie. Yeah, so I was just taking a break, and just to see what would happen, I Googled your name, and I saw your address. It's
What?
yeah, and then it knew your phone number.
With just my name?
Yeah, it's crazy. You can basically Google anybody and find out all kinds of private information. I learned that these sites are run by data brokers who collect personal information and then package it up and sell it to whoever wants it. And typically, scammers and spammers are the ones that want it.
Can we like get off of that list somehow?
So I did sign us up for Aura, who is actually the sponsor of today's episode. Aura identifies data brokers exposing your info and submits opt-out requests on your behalf. You just gotta give Aura a couple weeks and you'll stop seeing your info on these sketchy sites. Aura also continuously monitors the dark web and will alert me if it finds that our personal information has been exposed. Now, I love the privacy that we have out here, but I've always assumed that we would have to choose between privacy and being connected online. But now I feel like I can have both, thanks to Aura. So if you feel the same way, then head to aura.com/Atticus to try 14 days for free. All right, so the guys have drilled all the way down to bedrock. So I didn't realize this, but the first like 100 feet or so here on this mountain is like the sediment layer. So it's the stuff that you see on the surface, right? It's clay and dirt and sandstone and that kind of stuff. But at around 100 feet, they hit the actual bedrock, which is a different kind of rock, and it's gonna be that kind of rock all the way down. Once they hit that rock, when they drill into it, it creates a nice clean tube into the rock. But for that sediment layer, that's not the case because that's kind of sandy and loose, and there's a lot of surface water in that sediment, and that surface water is really gross and you can't drink it. So you don't want all that surface water and sediment contaminating the well. So the hole that's in the bedrock itself is going to be a nice clean hole, but we got to protect that hole that's in the sediment layer. And so now the guys are putting casing down into the well for that entire length of the sediment layer. And that casing is like a PVC pipe that acts as a barrier so that none of that sediment or surface water can enter into and contaminate the well. Once they get all of that casing in, then they'll put the drill back into the hole inside of that casing and then continue to drill into the bedrock. And at this point, water is now pumped into the hole along with compressed air to help clear all of the debris and make sure that it makes its way all the way up to the surface.
I got sprayed.
So getting to watch this process is fascinating, and I'm really enjoying like learning how well drilling works. But at the same time, like I know that every single foot that they dig down is going to cost me that much more and gets us that much closer to blowing our budget. And so it's like really fun to watch this, but also really stressful. So how is it going?
It's going good. It's at 114 feet of casing. Now we're down, I believe he's on a 230 rod.
And how deep do you think you'll get today?
We'll at least get to 300 today. Hopefully, if all goes good, maybe tomorrow we hit water and be done.
Hey man, that sounds good to me, dude. Yeah, so far so good on the rock, like it's not super hard?
No, I mean, it is. It's good hard granite, but that's what we want. It's harder so it has more fractures in it. And that's where you find your rock, is in those fractures. The amount of water just kind of depends on the size of that vein. And you can hit big seams in that rock and they'll be dry. Not every time you hit a fracture or something, that doesn't guarantee water.
I have heard that it almost has nothing to do with your elevation on the mountain.
No, it really doesn't.
It's just all these random little fissures in the rock.
It is, yeah.
Do you ever feel like Bruce Willis from Armageddon?
Yeah, I wish. You did it!
Oh, show Dada your trick. Remember how we did like this?
Wow, good job. Isabella, what do you like more? Living in a trailer or living in a house?
A house.
It's not going the way I was hoping. How about you, Scarlett? Do you like living in the trailer? Yeah? Okay, bud, so how is everything going right now?
It's coming along. Having to be like very on top of all their naps and trying to keep them from waking each other up.
This has been just a particularly tough time in the sense that we just moved on the trailer and we're sleep training Scarlett. I think we're gonna try to show you our nighttime routine because it is a little bit odd with such a tight space.
Ooh.
I can't believe how well that sink worked out for this purpose.
Yeah.
Is that good? Does that feel good?
Did you have a nice shower, Isabella?
Yeah.
Yeah? Good.
You make my heart
Sing,
a friendly, happy,
tune,
giving
hat and kitchen, send you the milk.
to the moon. Good night, baby. Time to go to sleep. I love you. Isabella's turn to go up to her room.
No.
Come on. Come here. Go on up. Whoa. Good job. Got your medicine? Okay, Dada's gonna give you that.
Isabella, do you like your room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Scarlett's asleep. Isabella is quiet, so hopefully she's gonna fall asleep soon. I've got dinner almost ready. So yeah, that's our nighttime routine.
Okay, so it is the beginning of day 2 of drilling the well, and I've got some incredible news. We have hit water, baby. We have hit water big time. Yesterday, at the very end of the day, the guys reached about 300 feet and boom, knocked into like 2 gallons per minute of water, which is amazing. Because I don't know if you remember, but our neighbors, which are like right over there, not very far away, had to go almost to 700 feet just to get half a gallon of water per minute. We're already at 4 times that capacity and we're at half the depth, which is unbelievably good. We should probably be done with drilling by the end of the day today, which is mind-blowing. 2-day well, that's nuts around here. So right now what's going on, even though we've hit water, what we wanna do is create an underground reservoir. So basically we have access to 2 gallons of water per minute, but sometimes we might wanna use 2.5 gallons of water per minute, or even 3 gallons of water per minute. If we ever hit a situation where more than one person is showering, one person is doing the dishes, someone else is doing laundry, right? Like, you wanna be able to do that. And so the way you do that is you create a reservoir down in the earth. So what they do is they keep drilling, and every foot of well that they create is another like 1.5 gallons of storage, something like that. And so they're gonna go down another 100, maybe 200 feet so that we've got a lot of storage down there. I can't believe how lucky we got. That is so cool. I was expecting for them to be drilling for this entire week, if not more. So very good news, man. All right, man, how we looking?
Good.
Yeah?
Down 505. We ended up actually with 3 gallons a minute now.
3 gallons a
Yeah,
minute.
so we picked up a 3/4 gallon yesterday.
Nice. And how much storage do we have then?
You'll have a little over 500 gallons.
Great, this has been awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you guys brought the luck, dude. I couldn't be
Yes,
happier.
I'm very happy too.
Yeah, awesome. All right, thanks, buddy.
Well, it is Father's Day today. We celebrated by getting Jordan a grill.
Yeah, this is great. There we go. That's what we need.
It's one
right there.
happy dad. They actually have like postpartum baby workouts. So Scarlett's actually a great weight. So it's perfect.
Nice. Was that fun? Buddy, look at that freaking masterpiece there. Look at that.
Juicy. Okay, buddy. Baby's asleep. It's like a restaurant.
Yeah, that is so
We don't even need to go to a barbecue anymore. So
Yeah, charcoal's where it's at.
Happy Father's Day.
Yeah, I am very happy. So we got lucky this week, like super lucky. There are very few houses in this area that have so much water with such a relatively shallow depth, which means that we actually came in under budget with this project, which means we can push forward with developing this property. And honestly, the fact that we will soon get to move on to this land is so exciting, and it makes getting through a tough bedtime routine on the trailer right now a whole lot easier. Thanks so much for watching, and a huge thanks to the people who make these videos possible, our patrons. You guys mean the world to us. Thank you so much.
My rice?
First, we gotta eat our vegetables.
Okay.
Rice.
First, we eat our vegetables, then we eat our rice.
Isabella is a carbaholic.
She is.